I stood at the bottom of the staircase longer than I realized, staring up into the dark hallway. Every door was locked, every window latched, and there was nothing in the house that should have moved. But my hands were trembling. My breathing felt uneven, shallow. I kept replaying the pattern of those steps because I knew them. You don't forget the rhythm of something you hear every day for nearly a decade. Laura kept telling me grief can bend the mind. Maybe she was right. But the stairs had creaked under weight. That wasn't imagination. And those claw taps weren't vague impressions. They had shape, distance, texture. I could have pointed to each spot on the floor where the sound landed. I went back upstairs slowly. Part of me hoped I would find something that made sense. A draft, a misplaced toy, anything with real weight. The hallway lights flicked on with a click, throwing long, flat shadows across the floor. Nothing moved. Nothing waited. But the spot where Baxter used to sleep pulled at my attention like a gravity well. I crouched there. My hand hovered over the boards. They felt cool. Still, my thoughts narrowed into small, sharp bursts. If something stepped here, I should feel warmth, pressure, a scuff, something. But there was nothing. I pushed myself up and leaned against the wall. That creeping sense of being watched returned. Not loud, not dramatic, just steady and cold. A kind of presence that made the air feel crowded even when the hallway was empty. I whispered his name without meaning to. Baxter. The word cracked at the edges. I didn't expect an answer. I just needed to hear it out loud. The silence that followed felt too clean, like the absence of sound had been placed there on purpose. For the rest of the night, I kept checking the stairs. I told myself I wouldn't listen for it again, but I did. Every hour or so, I found myself standing at the bottom step, waiting for a creak that never came. Laura told me again the next morning that grief does strange things. I didn't argue, but the memory of those steps still crawls up my spine. Grieving or not, I know what I heard. And whatever climbed those stairs that night was not in my head.